Hi, pool fans, and welcome to the Pro Billiard Series by Predator on 2025 Box Billiards Mixed Doubles Open in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. 32 teams were battling for 100,000 prize fund, and we are down to the semifinals here. Between the fillers, Pia and Joshua, against Seoa from South Korea and Robbie Capito. The game is 10 ball. It's a best of 3 sets, races to 4, with a shootout if 3-3 in the last set. I'm Benjamin Belhassan, and I have the pleasure to share the booth with my friend Tim Doretta. Hi, Tim.
Hey Ben, my pleasure to be here with you. Likewise, very likewise. And what a match we have here. It will be difficult to pick a winner. And a very interesting fact, I was just looking at the road till these semi-final matches, and if you look at the road the fillers had to take, they already met with Seoa and Capito before in the winners round 1. That's where they just barely managed to win in a deciding set, 4-3, I believe, or 4-2, 4-3, 4-2. And well, overall for the fillers, quite smooth sailing. They had a deciding set against Chen and Mario He. They beat the Nguyen's, and they beat Ping Han and Sui. But for Capito and Seoa, this road has been long. They beat Duong and Nguyen. They lost to the fillers. They beat Wang and Vogel, Hong and Sun, Centeno and De Luna. And then in the quarterfinal just now, a deciding set once again against Han Yu and Wu Kun Lin. So it's a lot of matches in a row for Seoa and Capito. And just looking forward to see a nice battle here. I have a feeling we could be in for another close one.
Yeah, definitely. We all know those 4 players. They are all high-level players, and obviously they are deep in the tournament, so they got used to the tables, to the ambience, and we expect a close match from there. Absolutely.
Well, let's see what we have here. I'm not a big fan actually from this position. Not too sure about you, but I'm not shooting this.
Yeah. The safety is not on, and whether you shoot the 1, you'll be in tough position from the 2, so obviously they're going to let the fillers go for it.
Well, I'm just wondering, is he going to do a lot with the cue ball, or is he just going to make the 1 and play it safe on the 2, or maybe a 2-10 combo?
Yeah, it's a better position to play safe from. You can send the 2 ball up to the short rail and go long and short and use the 2, 5, 7, and 9 to hide. So that's a better position, but a good pot from Josh there on the 1 ball. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, definitely would have liked to get the full cover behind the ball, of course, but at least from the position they were in after the break, guaranteed a couple innings at the table.
Yeah, exactly. Still, she doesn't have many options here. The split looks really tight, and remember, it's under shot clock, so it's a different story whether you only have 30 seconds to take a decision and execute the shot, so it's different. But she made a great shot there. Yeah, that was tough.
First mistake of the match. And ball in hand for Seoa and Capito.
Yeah, he
barely
really wanted
missed
to
it.
cut in. Yeah, not so far, but he really wanted to make it. Opportunity there. It's like a roadmap. The 5 goes to the 6, to the 7, and the 8. Maybe the 9 is in a tricky position. It's high on the long rail, but the 8 is there, so shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, could always go 2 rails to the bottom side of the 9 in case they don't want to mess with the side pocket point. So the 8 is laying pretty decent.
Good effort there. You really want it to be in the center of the table, right there for the 7. So that's a good effort.
Well, it seems like they're gonna have to play the 9 in the bottom right. From this angle, no way they're gonna play shape for the 9 in the top right.
Maybe I think he could kill it, but I don't know what's he gonna do. But especially on the new cloth, it's very slidey, so he could really kill it to the long rail. Okay, but from our angle, it's difficult to see whether they would catch the point or not. If they did this, then I expect them to just to make the 9 and should be okay. Maybe she's gonna go on the other side of the 10 to play the same. Okay, so that was on. That's nice.
Yeah, and that's the first 10 ball to open the scoreboard for Seoa and Capito.
Yeah, remember this is a match for a place into the finals, so it's with a 40,000 first prize. And I don't know what you think, but the table, the new Predator Arc, looks really great and really playable. I had the chance to play it in the Euro Tour, and they are really, really good tables.
Well, the interesting thing I find is that from the beginning they were launched and they were used on the Euro Tour, is that most of the players instantly liked these tables compared to all the other tables we've had in the past in certain tournaments. Yeah. So that was telling me at least that there is quite some consistency, and also I got to try them. I like them too, but of course everybody's gonna have their own personal preference and not everybody's gonna like the same thing, but I think it's a very stable product.
Yeah, the playability is really good. And the pocket size are also, I think it's 4 1/4, and it's really a good size to play rotation games, I believe.
Yeah, the only thing you could say is now we are in Vietnam. The humidity is higher than, for example, in Europe, where we play. So there's differences. The rails possibly bounce a slight bit more. The cloth will play a little bit more stickier. But overall, I haven't really seen much trouble for the players overall, so good signs.
Yeah, and also the cloth has a really good durability, so it stays fast longer from all the cloth I have tried. So maybe on the first days of competition it gets slightly, and maybe later with all the events we have here in the Predator Pro Billiard series, maybe it would start bounce a little bit, but this is absolutely normal. And as you mentioned, the humidity here is really playing a role in the game. So we'll see.
Well, this is also an 11-day tournament, not just the mixed doubles, obviously. We have plenty more events still to come. The Men's World 10 Ball Championship. And we have the Poison Saigon Women's 9 Ball Open. It's the Predator World 10 Ball Championship. So, just wondering how the tables are going to be playing. Imagine on day 8, day 9, because they get a lot of play. Yesterday we had 6 rounds on these tables. So imagine how fast the cloth is going to wear down. Now I do know with the Arcadia cloth that it stays new for a long time. That little bit of slide stays on there. But, I mean, it still gets a lot of play. So I'm just curious to see what's that going to do for the tables. But overall, I think we're going to have a beautiful week. Some of the best players in the world are in Ho Chi Minh right now.
Really good cue ball control here on the 7 to make sure he's really slightly on the right side of the 8, like Stanish. So remember, the players has always 1 extension per rack. You have 30 seconds shot clock, 1 minute after the break, and 1 extension per rack.
Well, a very clean run out from the fillers. Also opening their account, leveling the score 1 each. Looks like both teams are very ready to get this match all the way. Hopefully for us. I mean, not hoping for them.
Yeah, but as I've mentioned, a lot of experience for all 4 players. International players, won major titles, each of them. So, yeah, we expect them to be ready. And as you mentioned, there is also a qualifier for the World 10 Ball Championship running at the moment. 16 spots to grab to enter the final stage of the World 10 Ball Men Championships.
Well, I could have a little look into that. I do believe... Well, the last matches are going. Last couple matches. So soon we will know the full field for the Predator World 10 Ball Championship. Now, let's see. They have made a ball on the break, and honestly, I have not seen that too much in most of the matches overall.
Yeah. At the
Sure,
break
you have to hit him. You have to hit him quite decent too to be able to make a ball with the hand rack.
Yeah. Nicely done here. Really good control to make sure he kept the right angle on the 4, not to be close to the short rail.
Well, where would
And
you
as you
go?
mentioned, yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's really tough to go in between the 8 and in between the 6 and 8 to avoid the 6. It's really tough, and plus you're going to go towards the long rail. So yeah, if you can catch a bit of the 4, then I would probably choose a simple way to pocket the 5 on the bottom right or on the side. Yeah, try to choose something where the cue ball is not traveling that much. That was a good purpose, but she hit it too soft. But that was tricky because even if you have the 5, even if he had the 5, then where are you going to pocket the 6? It's really tough to have good position on the 6-9 combo. So yeah,
Well, I was
that's amazing.
considering. Oh, look at this!
Yeah, this is
What
an
a shot!
amazing shot.
Oh, he looked to be disappointed right after, but that cue ball, the line was perfect, just the pace. I was looking into running into the 6-9 to get to the 5, possibly. But so not straight over in between the 6-9, but a little bit more diagonal. Nonetheless, they will have to battle it out because the run out was not there. Now, oh, it's an easy jump. I mean, it's only a small edge to make a hit on the 5. Well, he's even going for more. He's going for at least half ball on the left. So has to jump a little bit more over the 9.
I mean, that's a good shot. You couldn't have done much better. I would have gone for the split myself, like just try to hit the low side of the 4 and separate the balls and try to get the hook behind the 6-9. Just containing, kind of jump containing, but this is what he did. Ooh, I think she got a roll here. Don't think she can pocket the 5, but maybe shave it and go behind the 8-9. Really thin? Oh, okay. This way, but this is dangerous. Oh, wow, she got a roll too. And this is a tough spot. It didn't sell out. Very good contact. It shows a great speed there. This is aggressive, but what can you do? Yeah, they're going back and forth. Safety's here, containing, but Pia wants to take the shot. Yeah, you want to make sure you choose the right speed in case you miss it. That's a great shot. I mean, wow, this is great how we control that combo with touch of left English, opening the 6-9. This is great.
Well, not too happy there. Was trying to leave her a little bit more of a natural angle to go around the angles. 2, 3 rails towards the 10. Should be alright though, but she will have to pinch the ball a bit more. Queuing off the rail to take their first lead of the match. And in it goes. So it's the fellers that take the lead 2-1. And will be breaking in the fourth rack. Little fist bump, trying to keep the energy high.
Yeah, the break was really good, really solid hit. Good cue ball control. Yeah, that shot from Pia on the 5 was really great. Really made the difference here.
Yeah, of course it's Friday today. Quite sure we will have a lot more fans joining us in the crowds during this weekend, guaranteed. And also around the World Championships. I mean, that's what people want to see. I think also most of the players that joined this event, they liked to play the mixed doubles to prepare a bit to play in the Women's Saigon 9-Ball Open or the World 10-Ball. I mean, it's always nice to play a couple events to get used to the equipment.
Yeah, and talking about the equipment, we play here on the new Predator arc table, 9 foot, of course, with the Arcadia reserve cloth, the Predator aerial racks,
Now back to the tactical battle. Nothing on the break and not the most difficult safety shot here on the 1. The only thing is in general, on that kind of shot, the jump cue comes straight out. Difficult to freeze the cue ball behind the ball. Yeah, and this is one of the downsides of that safety, or with the jump cue. I mean, there's no way you can play soft with the jump cue. So in that case, the one ball was most likely to go all around the table, and you're not exactly sure where it's gonna land. Less control, I feel like, with the jump cue.
Yeah.
Compared to, for example, kicking or, well, just straight into the shot, just plain, of course. Well, Robbie instantly called the one ball in the side pocket. Two-rail kick, looking to hit it full. Play enough of the top spin to stick the cue ball near the 3. Yeah, great return. Did the 7 ball get the full hook? Or well, they get the full hook, but might still be able to squeeze just in between the 1 and the 9.
Yeah, it's not bad. From the position that he was in, he didn't quite sell out something, even if the safety is on. Like maybe cutting the 1 and go where the cue ball is right now with a touch of right. The danger is actually to make the 1, but oh, he's looking to make it, unless the 1 ball passed the 6, which I don't think so, but he's gonna play maybe off the 6. Oh, he went for the combo. Wow. This is aggressive.
Yeah, well, the thing with the combo is I was expecting them to play it soft, but it could come with a big opportunity to win the rack. Make one difficult shot and get the shape on the 1, and it's an open opportunity. But it's scary also, full length of the table and soft, so he put more punch into the ball.
Yeah, and also the decision was a little bit surprising because of the format. Because when you play short races like this, I'm likely to say that you play more conservative, not to leave opportunity to your opponent. And so the combo, playing a soft combo all the length of the table, yeah, it's really difficult, right?
Yeah, I think we are quite similar. You and I, we are a little bit more conservative. Oh, he's missed it by quite a bit there. Quite unusual for Joshua. Cannot imagine him trying to play the safety on this. But, for example, Robbie, I've seen him take more shots on. Like, the ones that... I mean, it's not like they were impossible, but more saying some of them were really difficult shots. And I think he likes to go at the 50-50 instead of shying away from the shot.
Yeah, and it reminds me of something that Alex Lely told me one day. He told me champions take risks. And as you said, when it's 50-50, maybe they go for the offensive shot because they know they can run the table, and it's also a winner break format, which changed quite a bit the whole thing.
Yeah, I like that quote. Yeah, I agree.
But also, what I thought is you can take advantage of playing safeties and be more conservative for two reasons. The first one is the shot clock, so your opponent don't have time to really think of what the best solution, whether it's kicking or jumping or whatever. That's the first reason. And the second reason is the call shots, the 10 ball, which makes the the luck part, I would say, a little bit less than 9 ball. And so it's really encouraged the players to be more conservative, I believe.
Yeah, I think overall the player with the best percentage play is going to either push someone into trouble with the shot clock or knows when they like something so much. For other people it might be 50-50 or maybe even 40-60, but for them they feel like it's their comfort zone and they can take that risk. It's also a little bit personal preference, but I think percentage play is the most important thing in the game.
Yeah.
Knowing when to go and when not to go.
Yeah, and as you said, it also depends on the percentages of the player, because, for example, this guy at the table has higher percentages than anyone else in any shot, obviously. So his decision obviously is not the same of a random player decision, right?
Yeah, it depends on how well your cueing is. If you can barely execute the ball, then I would not go for long shots, for example.
Yeah.
I would try to at least stay away from them till I have to. A little bit straight on the 8. Was not too happy there. This is a good shot there. Needs a little rub. Take an angle. Oh, are we gonna see a big spin? Oh,
Yeah, that's
gotta
good.
get past the side. Oh, nice shot there. Well, this is to make it 3-1, and the fillers would be on the hill in the opening set. It's best out of 3 sets, races to 4. Call shot 10 ball. Early 10s are allowed as long as they're called. And the fillers are now on the hill.
Yeah, solid run out here.
In the meantime, a little shout out to our sponsors for the Predator Pro Billiard Series, Mixed Doubles Open, and all the other events in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Little Monster, Yalin, Box Billiards, Predator, of course, Kamui, Samsung TV Plus, and the WPA. As you can see on the LED panels, there's also more local sponsors. Well, a little bit more cut on this break, Ben. And as you can see,
Yeah.
the second you hit it thinner, the balls just completely react less, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking that all the players break from the rail. Maybe they try to make the one on the side, because when it's end rack, it's a little bit more random than with a template, for example. So good shot there. Looks like the 5 passes the 7, so maybe he has a little bit too much of an angle here on the 3, which forces him to go down table. And he don't like it, of course. Or maybe he's just gonna roll it and play the 4 on the top right, on the top left, sorry. I don't know. I really think he doesn't like that angle on the 3. Maybe he could kill the ball using a drag draw shot to be able to pocket the 4 on the side. It's difficult
Did
to
you
see
consider?
the angle he has.
Did you consider running into the 8?
Yeah, it could be an option, but as you know, we don't like to run into balls because it could tie it up. Okay, he rolled it. That's a good shot. Okay.
He was
Yeah,
able
just
to
to
get
pocket.
by the 8 also.
Yeah. I actually like that shot because the 4 ball is quite in good position. Maybe just by stopping the ball, she would have a window in between the 8-6 for the 5. I don't know. Wow, that's a good shot.
Yeah, they were looking at playing for the window on the 5. Eventually, still did more with the cue ball. It looks like the 6 does go to the bottom right. Yeah, don't forget, I mean, if you look at these 4 players, I believe in the last year, maybe last 2 years, all of them have won major events. So Seoa, she won the Indonesia Women's Open in the Pro Billiard Center in Jakarta, Predator Pro Billiard Series event, or together with the Predator Pro Billiard Series, excuse me. Then Robbie Capito won the UK Open last year. Well, Joshua Filler, I believe he won. Did he win the European Open this year? I believe so. And then Pia, I believe she's won one of the WPA events this year. Or at least she's finishing high in almost everything she's playing. So, I mean, they're all on the top of their game. They are all looking in that punch.
And I'll tell you what, this rack wasn't easy, and they went through it really clean. They made it look easy, but it wasn't.
Yeah, so Capito pulls one back, still trailing 2-3, but they'll be breaking, and with a successful break, we could easily have our first hill set for the match. This tournament started with 32 teams. Very mixed field. You would say it's in Vietnam, so there would be only Vietnamese teams, but overall, quite a lot of Europeans also in it. If you look at Max Lechner, the Fillers, Felix Vogel, the Ushans, Mario
Also,
He.
Alex Kazakis. Yeah, also Alex Kazakis and Kelly Fisher.
Yeah, Maite Ropero. So quite some Europeans, and of course, I mean, we're in Asia at the moment, so obviously Chinese. Well, Robbie Capito, so Singapore, Indonesia, Japan. So a very mixed field for only a 32 teams field.
Big break here from Robbie Capito. Powerful. Choose to smash the rack. And it worked. Now tough shot on the 2-ball.
Yeah,
you really
difficult
want to
to
control
get.
the speed. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say to get something on the 3-ball. I gotta say, if she hit it just a slight bit thinner on the 8, she would have been at least on something for the 3-ball. I think it's a little bit brutal how she ended up.
Yeah, definitely. But I thought she would hit this shot, like just control and try to make it and roll it.
Yeah, she hit it a little bit firm. That's probably also why she hit the 8 thicker than we all expected her to do so. But, well, there's also a difference between getting hooked behind the 5 or, well, this kind of hook. I barely see an escape. He's going 2 rails now in between the 6 and the 7. Difficult shot. Yeah, close. The close doesn't count, so a chance for the Fillers to close it out.
Yeah, I have expected him to kick at it like harder. Try to get something out of this, because at this speed, whether he would have touched it, it wouldn't have split the balls or creating distance or try to make something out of the kick. So I thought it would go like really harder.
Well, I find this a little bit of a scary shot, Ben. I'm not sure about you, but if the 8 is on the rail, it might actually not make the pocket bigger.
Yeah, that's true. It really depends. It really depends on the position of the 8, but I believe you're right. But maybe with the slide of the new cloth, it would work. Yeah. It really
I just
depends
think
from a millimeter.
he played it pure like on the exact spot of the pocket. Like in this case, he used the 8, but if he caught it a little bit thicker or thinner, I think the 5 would not have dropped.
Yeah.
I mean, kudos to him. He is one of the best shot makers on the planet. And then this 10 to clinch the first set. And the first set goes to the fillers. Joshua and Pia take the first set 4-2, and it looks like Robbie is going to leave the arena. Oh, just as Seoa. So that means we will go for a short little break as well, and we'll be right back with the second set of this semi-final match in the Box Billiards Mixed Doubles Open. We'll be right back. And welcome back everybody to the Box Billiards Mixed Doubles Open. This is a semi-final match between So and Capito. They're up against the fillers, Joshua and Pia Filler. The fillers just won the first opening set 4-2, and it's now up to Seoa and Robbie Capito to make a difference and get this match to a deciding set. This is Benjamin, Bill Hassan and Tim de Ruyter in the booth. Difficult opening shot here, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is, all the balls are on the other side of the table, so it's I would say a do or die thing. But he did great. Where would you go, Tim?
I'm thinking about going 2 rails into the 7 ball. Top right spin, but you're a little bit on the rail, so it's not very comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be bad news. I think I was always going... She could have played forward and then play a safety on the 3 ball, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought she wanted to go by jacking up. She wanted to go in between the 6-8 and just stop the cue ball behind the 7. That's what I thought she would do, and I think that's what she tried to do.
Yeah. Well, difficult. We'll have to go 2 rails. Good hit. Oh, look at this. Oh, what a beauty. That's a beautiful shot from Robbie Capito. 2 rail kick and the rehook. I would say that's one for the highlight reels, don't you think?
Yeah, I think he lives in Hong Kong, but he's definitely a Filipino, so his kicking abilities are in his blood.
Well, I do believe he is partly Filipino, and he does practice quite a bit in the Philippines, so I wouldn't be too surprised. One of his mentors, sparring partners, is Carlo Biado, our reigning World 10 Ball champion. So there is a little bit of Afronisque in his system.
Yeah. But actually, the 3 ball was passing, so it's an opportunity for the fillers to go through. Pia has to go for that 4-8 combo first and think about the issue of the 5. I'm not sure the 5 does pass. It looks like, yeah. And if the 6 ball passes in the side, then everything is open, but still.
Well, there is 2 options. He was looking at maybe a 5-9 combination, but I'm not too sure. I kind of like to go 2 rails into the 5, like just give it a slight nudge.
Or maybe you would just go, yeah, oh, I think he came up short. Yeah.
Well, it's a difficult position on the 5, but if there is a slight edge, then it might be trouble for the fillers. Is she looking at kicking this?
Yeah, I'm not even sure she sees it from there. Oh, wow.
Well, that's 2 great kick shots this rack, but twice leaving a shot on. I was so sure that kick from Robbie was safe, but they pocketed the ball right after. Ooh.
Ooh.
Used all of the pocket, but then still prime shape on the 6, 7, 9, 10. Pretty decent to connect the dots, so it's all about staying still, don't move. Breathe. And stay in line. there, the opening rack of this second set goes to the fillers as well. Two nice kick shots, just the pace slightly not there for Seoa and Capito. Makes them lose this first rack. And things starting to look a little bit worrying for them.
And in the other semi-final, in the first set, they tied up 3 games apiece. So it's really a close match between Lechner and Chiang, and Koping Chung and Shu. Oh, they just won the first set, right at the moment. Koping Chung and Shu, 1-0.
Well, a fun fact. I mentioned this the last match, but we weren't together in the booth. Shu and Ping Chung have not lost a single set so far in this tournament.
Yeah, this is a crazy stat.
Yeah, I think that is crazy with having to play 4 or 5 matches, and it's not like you're playing in your local club. Like, you're playing the best players around. I was very impressed when I seen them play. But I gotta say, the fillers, they're not making too much mistakes either in this match so far.
Yeah.
Nice safety here, just making sure the 7 stays near. That takes the jump cue out of the equation. Not always, but almost every time you do this, the jump cue won't be pulled out of the bag.
Yeah, this is a tough spot because he only sees the right edge of the 1 ball, and he could cut it, but then the cue ball would come down to the short rail. So what do you think he's gonna do here?
I would like to go just... Oh, he's going thin over the 1. I'm kicking at this 1 rail. Try to get the 8, 10 or the 4 into play.
Yeah,
I
I really like the shot. Excuse me, I really like the shot he just played, but you really need to shave the 1 so that you avoid the 10 on the way back. That was really a good shot, but it was really a tough spot, I believe. What do you think?
Yeah, I just think bringing the cue ball to try to get the cue ball out of the 10-8 position was just too difficult. That's why I was choosing to kick. He might have had to play even spin on that thin contact on the 1, and just not too sure about that.
This was a good conservative shot from Joshua here, even if they had a jump to make the 1.
Well, for how straight Joshua shoots, I was surprised to see him play safe. Are they gonna catch a roll? Are they gonna catch a roll? Yes, they have. She's missed it by quite a bit, actually, but won't be complaining. A little bit of a smile there, and I mean, they realize when they get lucky.
I think the shot that Pia just played was really tough because you really have to focus on one ball, not both. And you really want to make sure you align the 1, 2, and 7 with each other. But that's really tough to do.
Well, let's see. Do we have any other problem on the table? Don't really think so. Just gotta make sure you get nicely on the 7 to the side. Could, and if you end up straight on the 7, could be annoying to get something simple on the 8. So 2 rail shape towards the 5.
What would you consider here? Would you consider going to the head strength, for example, and play long, short to come to the 8, like kind of Stanish with a touch of right?
No,
On the
I'm
7-8?
playing this top left, and then I'm just going to try and leave myself an angle on the 7 to where I'm going to the left long rail. And not too sure what has happened in the background. Either someone has moved or something has happened with the shot clock. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, maybe. Because they restarted with 60 seconds here. So.
Or maybe the score. Possibly could be the score. I'm not too sure. Because the fillers.
Oh yeah.
Something has happened with the score. Yeah. I'm not too sure how this has happened, but I'm quite sure they're going to solve this first. Because the fillers won the opening set 4-2. I guess they're going to solve it. But they're gonna continue playing though. He could leave the 7 to the corner also. But I like the side pocket in this case. He's already fine. Nicely done.
Yeah. Good shot there.
Well, the score has been restored. And this 10 is going to change the score once again in the favor of Seoa and Capito. Now, score 1 each in the second set. This is a must-win set for Seoa and Capito if they still have the ambitions to reach the final.
And we are having a high-level match here, Tim. Not so many mistakes from there. Good choices. High level.
Yeah, I think it's really coming down to, of course, a little bit of how the balls are opening and the run of the ball, but in general, it's very small details. It's not like they're missing like easy balls and bad shapes and like giving ball in hand all over the place. It's like very tactical it's very deep into the kicking, the safety play. So that means a very high standard to this match.
Again, good break from Seoa. Powerful, controlled, square hit.
Yeah, this time a very nice spread indeed. The 6 ball doesn't have too many options though on the 6. There is the option to play the 6 off the 9 in the side, but you don't really want to move all the balls all over. But the other option is to play the 5 in the corner and stun over for a possible 6 in the bottom right or in the right center. So the 3 top spin to the 4. Just figure out what to do with the 6 ball. That's the only real, well, mind breaker. It's not really a mind breaker. It's not a very difficult puzzle, but it's one to be solved.
Yeah, I believe they're gonna choose to be underneath the 5 and maybe pocket the 6 ball on the opposite side pocket, maybe. They have the option. Yeah, underneath the line of the 5 like this. Then you have space to go for the 6 to the side or the top right pocket also. It's a little bit touchy, but it should be okay.
No,
Oh, I think
well,
she
she
got
did.
a little bit kind of a 50-yard line.
Yeah, she dug a little bit deep in the cue ball for my liking. Only had to play a soft stun. Now needs a good recovery from Robbie. Cue ball has to go 2 rails towards the 7, so more to do with the cue ball. It's either that or stun left, jacked up. But either way, a way more difficult shot than we were expecting them to shoot. Yeah, and they're completely back in line again. It's like you mentioned, the match it is very high quality. They are not always straightforward runouts. They really have to think about how to figure some things out and yet still getting there. On both sides. So in Capito and the fillers.
I also like the way they are talking to each other. Like it looks to be really level. There is not one player that takes the lead. They're really talking and being focused, and it's really great to witness champions like this cooperating.
Well, there is a big difference between the individual style of play and the double style of play. Because if only one of the two players starts to struggle, that means the whole ship is going down. So even though you could be playing your best pool, you could still lose because your partner is starting to struggle. Oh, so many balls hanging up. Yeah, you could see him telling the cue ball, yeah, keep going, just to make sure the fillers were not able to see the one ball. Look at this.
Yeah.
One ball hangs up. The 9 ball hangs up. Awful close to making a ball. Let's see if we have another score update. Chang and Lechner tied 1 each in the second set against Cho and Ping Chun Ko. So kind of similar scoreline happening compared to this match. In the background, Predator table mechanic Robert Evans is there to make sure there's no problems with the tables, and it's kind of. Then again, I really liked the way she kicked at the ball here. Don't you think? I think she made a great hit. Just, yeah, well, either just slightly too thin or too thick. I think a lot of good things could have happened.
Yeah, definitely. But I have to mention that the safety that Joshua played was really good because he left the one ball in the dead center of the table, which makes a really small target for the opponent. So the kick was awesome, and it could have ended way better than it did, but the safety was really smart. You always want to leave the target in the middle of nowhere. I really thought he would have hit that 4 ball like softer with a little bit of inside to be more straight on that 5, but should be okay.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was unexpected miss, and missed it by quite a bit. Just wondering, did she maybe decelerate, or did she possibly have a bad contact? I don't think so. It looked pretty clean, but maybe she only took the eye of the shot. Unexpected, and this could enable big things for So and Capito. This is to get on the hill.
Even the best players in the world, so I think it's the first open miss of the match. Like this, I believe.
And there goes the 10, so it's showing Capito now on the hill in the second set. Looking to bring this match once again to a deciding set. And the first time they encountered the fillers earlier in this tournament, they went very deep into the deciding set. So maybe there's some tension between the two teams. Not a big grunge kind of tension, but just the excitement kind of tension.
Yeah, I really thought Joshua could kill that ball, the 4 ball, to get a straighter shot on the 5 for Pia. So kind of small little details and mistakes happen, of course, to everybody. But how you recover from mistakes has made the difference between great players and champions. So that's the important thing.
There we go again. This is a just barely makes a 3 ball, but if you look at how thin she hit the break, no wonder there is that many balls still clustered up and in the bottom of the table.
So this is where differences are made when you play world-class pool. It doesn't get the push out. You really want to hit the left side of the 1 and stick the cue ball there. Yeah, like that. But it's good shot, but still he hit it a little bit too thick so that the cue ball didn't move towards the balls on the left enough.
Oh, well, look at the cue ball. I think mainly focused on the cue ball there, and look at this 110 combination shaped up. Whatever they do, I'm going over the top short rail and I'm gonna hit it hard. And in case I don't hit the 1, I'm gonna try and at least hit the 10 to make sure there's no 110 combination. How about that?
This is a tough spot. I would think even to go long, to go short and long, 2 rails, because I feel this is really the target is really thin here again, and I believe coming from the long rail was better. But what do you think?
No, I really liked kicking over this top short rail. The only thing I would have told myself is I'm gonna hit it always too short to where I have two chances. And it doesn't
Yeah,
matter what happens, I'm gonna hit, like, I'm gonna make balls move. I'm not going for, like, Seo missed it a little bit too long, too wide. Well, that's just, that basically was a gift for the fillers. So, pulling one back, trailing 3-2, the fillers. You could also see the, well, not the disappointment, but Robbie was a little bit shocked by the way she kicked at it. I think he also was just telling her, listen, just hit the 1 or the 10, make it move, just that's it. And, well, disappointment, but understandable, of course.
yeah, definitely. Because the safety shot from Joshua was great, but that 1 and 10 could have moved differently, and but he made a great shot for sure. Like going 3 rails behind the 4 was not easy.
Oh, well, came up dry. And a shot on the 1.
What do we have here, Tim? He has a slightly angle on the 1.
Well, I wouldn't be able to reach the cue ball. I'm not sure about you. I know Robbie can, but that's my biggest
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, but maybe with the
Well,
extension it's okay, eh?
hopefully, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna draw back, see whatever I can get on the 2. If I land nicely on the 2 to the center, great. If I have to play it in the corner because I bounced off the cushion, well, so be it. Now, I like... Okay, he's going to look for... Or, well, they both are looking to play the 3 in the bottom right. I was looking to run the cue ball into the 9 and play the 3 in the right center.
Yeah, I actually really like that shot because whether you go contacting the 9, there are no risks to move anything, and you'll have the right angle on the 3 to go to the 4. So yeah, that's why I don't like this shot, because it's really, she played it great, but it's really a touchy shot because you could easily go on the wrong side of the 3 from here, but it's still okay.
Well, you're crossing your positional area. The speed is so difficult to feel. Has to land in the center of the table, I feel like. No, if he could hold the cue ball, he did nicely there. I felt like he almost had to run to the center of the table.
And this is also a tough spot.
Yeah, they keep landing slightly funny. I mean, things could have been so much more easy. Now, yeah, with how much of the cue ball he can actually strike, I like to just play draw and play the 6 long. I mean, center is okay. It's, in general, the corners play bigger, but she did land close nearby the ball.
He needs to be back in the center of the table here for a big stroke on the 8 for the 8-9. There.
Well, gotta watch the scratch though. Gotta watch the scratch. Gotta watch the scratch. Oh dear. That should have been closing the set. Get from the 8 to the 9. And we would have had a deciding set. Now suddenly things completely might turn around. Beautiful opportunity for the fillers to get this second set hill. And who knows what happens on the break. Oh, you can see the disappointment. This is going to hurt, guaranteed. And it's just because that 8 ball was a little bit closer to the corner that it makes the angle going to cross over with low left. It makes the angle like closer to the side pocket. It's not easy to get past the side. Wow. So it is 3 each now in the second set.
Yeah, it's also, I felt that on the stroke she didn't go like deep enough and with enough English into the ball, because she had a lot of space above the side pocket, and you could see that the cue ball didn't get that much left English going towards the side pocket. So maybe half a tip of English or left English would have been better.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, I think she had a little bit more steep angle, so it's difficult to get the draw first on the ball. So it's, I mean, there was a couple of things going on, but then still, we all know that feeling. Oh, look at this. The 1 ball is going to drop. They have shape on the 2. Do you have any plans on the 4, Ben?
Yeah, I think they have a good opening on the 2-3, but yeah, the 4 does pass the side. That's the only option for the moment I see. But it's really, really tough to get there. I mean, first you have to shoot the 2 and then get the right angle on the 3, maybe to go long and short to catch the line of the 4 to go up for the 5. So this is, yeah, and no, it's going to be 1 rail now. And then he has to go inside or maybe on the other side to pocket the 3 and the 4 on the same pocket. So this is touchy, kind of stand follow to get on the other side. Oh, I think he got perfect. Wow, this is great. This is really great. Key shot there from the 3 to the 4 from Josh. That was great.
Or could possibly be a match-winning shot. They have it in their own hands right now. Still, this shape, I think this one is still tricky. Have to try and get as straight as possible on the 6. If you land a little bit big angle on the 6, then not very easy to get to the 7 ball. But when I said a little bit straight on the 6, I kind of meant something like this. He might not be happy. He was probably trying to get straighter, but even a slight nudge on the 9 exactly, or just past the 9 is okay. Put him straight on the 7. Wow. What an ending to the match this would be. So many dry breaks, and then now, after that mistake from So, they would finish with a break and run. Kinda interesting how he didn't just stop the cue ball.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She probably asked him, well, where do you want to be on the 9? And he goes, does it matter right now? Really doesn't matter so much. Float the 9 in.
Yeah, but I think he would have liked to be more straight.
Straight,
But-
yeah.
Still okay.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters that much. I mean, they've played a very strong first set. And then with a little bit of help, they came back all the way from 3-1 down in this second set to beat Seoa and Robbie Capito 2-0 in straight sets to make it to the final.